Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you guys can use useState to change a text using an action such as on-click and button. Sorry. So here's all of it. If you guys want this boilerplate, all you guys have to do is have to have Node, obviously, and you just have to do npx create react app. There, that's all you have to do. And then your name, obviously. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to add a state, obviously. So you want to import it like this, the import statement, and you want to do a const. Let's name it ready for the variable, and for the actual state, let's do to set ready. And now what we want to do is we want to do equal useState. And in here, what we want to add is the first text, right? And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So over here, we're going to add button is not pressed. Now, what is this going to do? Well, this is a variable. So see over here, you can see const ready, and it's a string. This is a set state action. It's actually a state. This is the power of useState, and it's really cool in my opinion. So to render it, all you have to do is you have to add curly braces, and you have to add in your variable. So for me, it's ready, and there it is. There it goes. I can show you now. As you can see, it says button is not pressed, and that is the goal. Now what we have to do is we have to add in a different variable. This time it's going to be a variable, not a constant. And also you have to make sure it's a constant, because it just makes more sense if it's a constant for the useState. Just a little disclaimer. Anyways, for the let, what we have to do is we need to name it. We need to add in. We need to name it, right? So we're gonna put it as ready to, and over here it's gonna be button is pressed. Now, how do we change it? Oh, shoot. How do we change it? Interesting. How do we change this to button is pressed? I'll show you. It only takes a few lines of code. First thing you want to do is in the outside of the function, because this is JavaScript, and this is HTML. What you want to do is you want to add in a function. This is going to be an on-click function. So constant, because it makes more sense. What we're going to name this constant, of course, handle button. And then you want to do equal, you want to do that, you want to do that, you want to do that, to make it into an on-click. Now over here, what you want to do is you want to add in the set ready of the useState. So this is the actual action. This is where the action part comes in. And then you want to add in this variable. So basically, the logic is that when you add this into an on-click method on a button, this should happen, and this ready should change to ready to, since the ready and set ready are connected into a useState hook. That's my logic. So let's see if my logic is correct. And what we're gonna do over here is we're just gonna add in some BR tags to break it up, because in HTML, if you put spaces, it really doesn't matter. It will compile in the same way unless you add these BR tags. Let's add in a button. On click, you want to do this and that. Now you want to put in handle button, the function, and you want to put in a name. I'm just going to put in button. Really simple code. Did this in 23 lines or less. and let's see if it works. Okay, so it has been compiled successfully, as you can see. And over here, as you can see over here, it says button is not pressed. Press this, button is pressed. So this is working perfectly. Now, as a little bit of a fun, little bit of a, a little bit of, to make it a little bit more spicier, let's add in a button that will allow you to copy the text. So how do we do this? Well, we first have to terminate our job. So let's do that. And we have to actually download a library to do this. So over here, as you can see, we have copy to clipboard. So let's do that. Let's just copy it. All right. So it is downloading at the moment. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. It's a really cool way to learn how useState works. And yeah. And this app.css, I'm not going to use CSS in this build, so I'm just going to delete it. And I'm going to take out this import. Make my code a little bit cleaner because I'm not anyways going to use a CSS file. Sorry guys, just doing some stretches. Also, if you're wondering where you can actually use this in a real life scenario, this is one of them. So, let me just refresh. Oh yeah, sorry, the server's offline. So, sorry, I'll just use this one. This one's online. Alright, so as you can see over here, this says link is not ready. I use the same code. Just change the word up a little bit. Over here, you can add in, so this is a QR code generator. So this random words. And when you press generate, look at this and see how it changes. As you can see, my QR code generates. I can even download it. And also this changes to link is ready, so that I know that I can now just press this. This is another implementation that we're going to add. And there you go. As you can see, it copied the link, and that's what we are going to be doing, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Okay. Alright, so let's see, it's done. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pull up some code. I'm going to explain it to you guys, but just to keep this time slow, just to keep time short, I'm just going to put it up real quick. Okay, so before we even add this, we need to add in another useState. This time we don't have to put in anything, which is really cool. But yeah, so we're gonna do copy and then set copy after that, and do an equal useState. And here it's not going to add anything. When we're not putting anything, I like to put in just an array. It works the same, but it's like putting an array, so I know I'm not going to put anything in there. But now what we're going to do is we're going to add in the code. So let's just do that. Let's add in 2 VR tags. Okay, and there we go. All we have to do, we just have to change a few things. So this text, we're gonna have to change. We're gonna also have to put in the import statement. So if you downloaded this, you have to add in the import, which is just simply this. This is basically just gonna create the component for this. Over here in text, we wanna add in ready, right? On copy, it's just going to do that. I'm going to put in right. Actually, what we want to do, sorry, I made a little mistake, is we want to change this, right? Put it over here, put in ready, and over here we're going to put in ready. There we go. Okay, we're now going to start the server again and see if this works. If it doesn't work, I know maybe why, but let's see. It should work. Okay, so we're getting a problem here. Okay, I see what the problem is. We installed the wrong package. No problem, we just install this one. Alright, so it's downloaded. Sorry, I was just texting someone. Now let's just start it again. Should work now. And yes. Alright, everything is working. Here it is. Alright guys, I have to put it over here for you guys. Now this is a button and I didn't realize that. But it makes sense because you have to copy it, and when you copy it, it brings you over here. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna change this to just paragraph, and yeah. So now, let's go back into it. And now let's just reset this. Okay, as you can, let me just reload it. Okay, a couple of times. Yeah, now as you can see over here, you can see that there's button is not pressed. If you press this once, bring it over here, as you can see, button is not pressed. For more further proof, I'm actually gonna actually put it in a notepad. Why is it so big? Let me just put it a little bit smaller. Sorry guys. Okay. Paste. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. Okay. Now let's go back. Now let's press the button. Now let's press this again. Let's bring this over here. For the moment of truth. It works. This is pretty pointless to be honest, but hey, it works. And that's cool. And so yeah, it's a really cool thing that I made. And I thought I'd share this with you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Also, this website, if you guys are curious, I will actually put it up online if you guys want to use it yourself. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!